They're here. It doesn't come out until April 2nd. This is first time I'm holding it in my hands. The hard copy, published copy, the real copy. I've been working on this book for 5 years, and it has been an incredible journey, an incredibly hard journey. As this is a book about my life, told through the lens of story, told through the lens of science, as you all know I tend to do, told through the lens of being a human. We go into suicide, we go into depression, we go into the opioid epidemic, which is a big part of this book. The loss of somebody very near and dear to me. The epidemic took their life. And how I did, sometimes well, and many times not so well, try to survive after that happened. This is talk about keeping on, to continue breathing. Now, not too long ago, I did an entire series on traumatic grief, and that's a huge part of this story. My brain tried to kill me. Now, the irony is, I'm a specialist in this stuff. It doesn't matter. And so if those of us who are technically specialists can still be felled by our brains, well, that's important to notice. Because Amy, our dear friend, the amygdala is so much stronger and more powerful than anything we know. And that's a big part of what this book is about. It's unpacking through my very real, very human, oftentimes very, very painful journey. The realities of what the brain can do. And how sometimes it can even try to steal our own breath. Because it's just looking for a way out. But here's the thing. We can be the phoenix. We can go into the darkness. We can turn to the past and learn and grow. And it takes compassion and self-care. It takes self-love. It takes a village. And fundamentally, it also takes knowledge, data. And that's a big reason why I wrote this book. Because if you've ever struggled, you're not alone. I struggled for years, even before my fiancé died, before I found him and I couldn't make him breathe. I struggled for decades. When I think about my young self, that little girl that I was, who didn't know, who felt she was crazy and broken, that was a huge motivator for me because I know I'm not the only one who struggles, who has struggled. And the idea is, how do we help each other? How do we come together? In the coming weeks and months, we'll be having lots of events, and I hope you come and join us. I hope to see you there. We'll be exploring and talking about how to partner with our brain, and also just simply being together. Because the darkness is real. And you're not alone. And just a caution, as I open up the book with a note to our beloved readers, a loving disclaimer. While this book is a story of love and ultimately strength, it's a strange one. The initial chapters are genuine and very painful. They're often difficult to write, extremely. And at times they may be difficult to read. And while I've worked hard to contextualize my story in the best way I know how, through the lens of science, healing, and the ability to thrive, science does not and cannot change reality. And the next few chapters are being in the trauma and the pain. The book opens up with my fiancé's funeral, giving the eulogy. Nothing in life is wasted, and I hope that my story helps you.